Hi, welcome to SciencloPodia. This is where I talk about science in everyday life. I dedicate this podcast to kids and their whole family to enjoy, and anyone who wants to listen from a kid's perspective. Enjoy! Hello everyone. Today I have a very special guest, but it's not just one special guest, it's two special guests. I got my brother and Tude. Tude is my best friend, and my brother has been lots of podcasts and he seems to really like doing it. So I got them together and then we had a talk. What should we talk about? Today, what did we talk about?
We are going to talk about how to be prepared for a tsunami.
Yes, because tsunamis are very dangerous. Do you want to know why today?
Because people can get killed from that.
But why is it so dangerous? Is it because they can't swim?
No, because it's so fast, like a flash flood. There's 3 types of floods. A slow flood, a slow flood, and a fast flood.
So there's different types of tsunamis. So where can the flash floods happen?
Flash floods can happen near the beach. It's sometimes occur after an earthquake.
But today, why do tsunamis have a shake like this? Like when it goes on, there's like this bump, and after that, if it moves on, there's like this, and after that. Why does it
Because
like that shape?
Because the earthquake trembles to make it gets bigger. The vibration make it go fast and make a flash tsunami from the sea bed below.
So today, how do we survive it? Do we need to create a bunker? Do we need to fly high into the helicopter?
No, first you need to get a medical kit and with tin can foods that won't expire long. And you need to bring a flashlight.
So you can get a flashlight even if it's dark. You can find your way around if you have no light. That's really
because a flashlight is good too because at night. And don't forget, and you need to bring a radio wave so people can, the officers of the sea of natural disasters can tell us if the natural disasters has stopped, and we can drink waters.
So today we was also talking with my brother about genetic engineering. But today, can we use genetic engineering to make people immune to the tsunami damage? Because I also heard that it can give you superpowers. Remember, because
it's quite true. You know, scientists have been working on a development that can make people heal faster.
That's really cool, because if you got a bleed by a nail by accident, and after that the germs will try to come, and my brother knows a lot about germs. He can explain. So you have something to say about germs, because you know if you get animal DNA, you can get superpowers. But what if you actually get a cheetah's DNA and then you can become fast? So that's how you can do it. But you may basically be thinking, how can it happen? Because DNA is a super special thing. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, but scientists like to say it DNA. So the DNA is like what creates you. So if I speak in like this voice, then after that the DNA is making me that. If I speak in a different voice like this, then if that'll be my normal voice, if my DNA will change. So if you change the DNA, you change the person's personality and looks. So it's actually really cool. So we can genetic engineer. But today, how do we genetic engineer for like survival and tsunamis? How can we do that?
no one. I think I know what we can get from, but scientists doesn't be working with this. We can just get the genetic code of a fish of the gill's DNA, so we can attach that to a human. It can breathe underwater like the gills. It will breathe.
So that's a really good idea. Today, when I was thinking, just after I met you, and then you was talking about the DNA, I didn't think of that. And that was a really good idea for tsunami survival. Does my brother have anything to say? Do you have anything to say? As you know, viruses, when they try to make copies, they actually use their DNA to make copies. And I always have that in my mind. That's actually a good idea. I found it in my book. Can you show us the book, Reiki? This is the answer. You can't see my face. So basically, if we try to get superpowers, we need to have it. So imagine if there was this extinct creature, like this extinct guy, like this extinct creature which could jump super high and make you move super fast. But then it's all died out, which means extinct. So basically, you need to have a sample of the species, you steal the DNA, and after that you inject it to a human, and after that they will get the power. But there's a downside, you know. Some animals have bad things for humans, like they're really slow. If you accidentally inject the slow DNA and after you insert it to the humans, they will become slow. So today, what other ideas do you have for like survival?
Something else, you can't do it straight away. You need to do it before your birth. Only the mother and the dad can only get it only first. That's only they can do, not straight away. So that means that if you work already and someone give you the DNA injections, you will have before birth. You'll have the superpowers when you are born.
So that's why it's a bit hard, because you have to search for someone who says, I want my kid to basically get superpowers, so he can become basically like Spider-Man or Superman. So to get that, but today let's use our imagination here, because it's an OFFstage talk. Let's use a bit of our imagination. So I have this like quiz in my head. We could do something. So what superpower do you think we could do for like if we want to distract people who want to chase after you if you're playing tag?
You can have you can beat your but you can. I can't find out that, but I know how to make you invisible.
How? Super fast.
You need to get the DNA of an octopus that can go get color in the oceans like that. So you can be blending with your surroundings. We just only need to get that exactly DNA. Or we get the entire DNA, you can have turned into an octopus. That would be bad. You just need to take one of the piece of the DNA.
So Reiki, what else do you have? If you beat Cheetah, number your password, then you can't even so that's Reiki's idea, but today, what's your idea if people are chasing to you and what could you escape? Did you have any idea besides a cheetah to run fast for DNA?
We can have the power of like Superman. You can use the power of the spider. The spider of the web. We put that, you'll be like Superman. If you love Superman, you need to have this power.
So it's basically like you can get spider web, you can start the spider web, and after that you can build a spider web. But today I got an animal fact. Rick, are you listening to? You're going to be shocked at this. Did you know that if some spiders jump, they create like a parachute with their webs? That's actually cool. But how can they build that other?
Do you know
Like when they get their like legs super fast and then they made a web. No, so do you want to know how? So it's really interesting. So the spider creates webs, and after that, the web creates like some sort of line, and after that, the line like I think it's split up, and after that, it gets like split up because of like the wind, and after that, it gets like a parachute. Do you want to know what a parachute does? Or can Ricky guess? Do you want to get parachute? Is when if you fall down. Or like skydiving, that means and then you're back to like land. That means you use a parachute, because the parachute lets you come down slowly and not like crashing, and that you don't, and then you get injured. But the parachute makes you uninjured because the wind, So do you want me to explain about the parachute? First, you see this, and after that you're moving down. The air is moving up, and after that it's pushing this up. And after that this wants to go flying into the sky, but then it just doesn't make it you go like this. Because you don't usually see skydivers put on their parachute and after that they go flying in the air. It's not. So but it just slows it down. And then it doesn't make them fall to the ground really fast. But so it's really life-saving. Skydiving, because if you say the earth is flat, that means go start skydiving, because if you have lots of money, then go to the skydiving, and then when you try to fall down, I think there's gonna be the curved part. So, you think that the flat earthers are wrong. How about you today? You think the earth is round like a sphere? I think it's round.
Yes. Do you know why the earth is round? Because there's something that like gravity. Gravity is pushing this, going to make it a circle. Yeah. You know, a planet is created from dust and tiny bits of trumbles and gas. And when it starts colliding, it starts to form a star, but tiny bits, and then they hit each other to get bigger planets, and then bigger until you get a full star. But the dust left behind, they'll turn to the planets.
Today, so basically, it's like that. The planets are like they're like crushing together. Then they become bigger. They crush together. They become bigger, and eventually, if they get really big, they turn into a star. But today, I have another thing really cool to show you. Did you know that stars are created in nebulas because they're like giant things of gas? And after that, if the gas they go together, they create like gas planets. Basically, they're like there's lots of gas being put into one space, and after that there's more and more being pushed in. That all of the gas from the nebula collide, boom, and after that it creates a star. So the star will spin around, and after that the leftover gas will eventually create dust, which will turn into planets. So Ricky, did you think that's an interesting thing? Like the gas is being pulled in, after that, boom, there's a star. Like this. There's a star. The snap. This is star. Some bacteria can eat oil. Oh yeah, because it's actually a really good thing. And the scientists actually genetically modified something. And today I've really something cool. Ricky's searching for his book. That's a lot. So today, did you know that GM means for genetically modified? GMO means genetically modified organism. So there's actually a debate about GMO seeds. So if we can have genetically modified seeds that could give us more muscles and more energy. But the people don't really want to do it because they think it will harm the humans. Do you think that we should do the GM? Because if there's a mistake, then there's going to be a really bad one. And see, this open there. So this is the no. Just see closely. So it's actually a really cool thing that the bacteria can eat oil because oil is what because if there's oil in the sheet, that means the bacteria will find the oil and help clean up. So it will basically just duplicate, and after that it will eat and eat. So Tude, do you have anything else to say about genetically modifying people and about the tsunamis?
Do you know there's a kid on Earth that has very big muscles. That's a boy in German. He has big muscles, and he's a kid. He has very big muscles. It's so big.
How come?
Because he has a disease. Disease, not disease.
That's not a superpower.
A disease, but I forgot the name of it.
So, you think like the super muscle disease is actually good for humans, or is it a bit bad?
If you do that, and you grow up and keep doing that, your body will infiltrate it. It will get stronger. Your muscle will get bigger. It's not normal.
So it's a bit rare.
But it's quite normal and quite rare. Few people can have it. Right.
Ricky also has something about memory cells because there's a thing about vaccines. I'm gonna have a quiz. Oh, you're going to do a quiz. So we're going to get ready for the quiz. So Ricky, you want to do the quiz now? Today, are you ready for the quiz?
Yes.
Ricky, 3, 2, 1. Stop the quiz. What is the name of Mars volcano? I think it's called. I've done this in a podcast. It's called Olympus Mons. Today, have you heard of it? It's a really tall mountain. It's 3 times taller than Mount Everest. It's the tallest mountain on Earth. 3 times. And even the last eruption was actually higher than the Yellowstone. It's like 25 million years ago. Scientists.
No, it's about 6,000 years ago. It's about in the Stone Age. That Yellowstone sparked volcanic eruptions.
But today I heard it was like 600 million, maybe. It's like, yes, it's 600 million. It's so long ago, and after that, scientists predict that it won't explode anymore. It just stays still. Do you want to know why? Because the lava in its crater, it's sinking and sinking, so it won't erupt anymore. So Ricky
will erupt
next quiz. Some scientists think that it won't. But let me tell you why volcanoes are like cone shape. Because the lava is pushing up, keep pushing up and making the volcano making a cone shape. But like the Yellowstone, I think it's flat, and because the lava keeps on sinking, not pushing up the volcano, making different types of volcanoes flat. So we have another quiz about volcanoes. So pardon me. So about volcanoes, you want to know why they're like dome shaped like this? You want to know why? Because there's something called tectonic plates.
Yes, it's tectonic from earthquakes. Tectonic plates, like these two are like tectonic plates. They push, making it up, and then the earth has created, and there's a hole up. That's how it gets up. And do you know where the lava comes from? It comes from the earth. It's from the second layer of the earth.
Is it from the is it from like not also the outer
One
core?
more book.
The outer
Not the other core above that.
But no, wait.
The mantle core. The mantle.
So do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? So the rock, there's tons of rock that's not burned yet. So if it goes smaller, if it goes down, do you want to know what? The outer core heats it up, which makes it go up, and after it cools down, it goes back up, and after that until it gets so hot that it bursts out of the volcano in an eruption. And today, do you want to know what's the most deadliest? One of the most deadliest volcano eruptions? Yes, today.
I know it's from Katatora. It's one of the deadly. Katatora was once an explosion hits out, and then it lavas out of the Katatora, and then the ashes just reach from the Pacific Ocean to Britain. It caused a deserted winter for a very long year. That makes people for starvation for a very long time.
Did you know
It's one of the most dangerous eruptions in history.
But did you know that jet fighters are actually faster than cheetahs? Yeah, because I heard that jet fighters go like 1,500 miles per hour. They go so fast.
Do you know a falcon is faster than a cheetah? It can just go down straight away as fast. A falcon can just go down.
Because if it drills, that means you will just explode, and then the passenger will just fly out.
A falcon can go down very fast, faster than a cheetah. Do you know why? Because it's the movement. The air will go up, and the beaks of the falcon can rip off the air and making it go down to the earth as faster than a cheetah, faster than a jet.
Well, that's actually really cool today. Do you want to know why? Because it's basically like if it can move faster than a cheetah, which is the fastest land animal. But then that falcon, I think, is a falcon. It can move faster than a cheetah if it goes down.
Yeah.
Nikki, do you have something to say? What was that you was going to say? You can look at a book if you want. You've got lots of books on your lap.
I'm just finding.
So while he finds today, so do you know something else about how to survive a natural disaster, like how to survive a volcano
Tsunami. If a radio wave says there's a tsunami coming, you need to head for the big hills very fast. When you get to the big hill, bring your medical kit with you, and then wait and bring your radio wave so till the officers of the natural disasters can tell you the natural disaster has stopped and tell you when you can drink normal fresh water. The bacteria, do you know why? Because the bacteria from the wave can spread over, and the electricity can be very harmful.
That's so dangerous, because it's basically like if you drink, and after that bacteria will come, so it's really dangerous. And today, should you use a car to go up the hills? Should you use a car to go up the hills?
No, you shouldn't, because that means if you try to go up there,
Yes, you need to run by foot. No cars at all. You just need to run by foot. It's made of electricity. If the wave gets hit you, it will make an electric shock. Like electricity are dangerous with water.
So electricity and water do not mix. So so you're not allowed to bring a gasoline car or even an electric car. That's very dangerous. So you're supposed to go foot because it's not using electricity. But today, do you need like phones?
You need to don't bring any phones, and you need, and you know why you need to bring your torch light. It can go out through the dark of your home. The homes you can look throughout the homes.
So you can help. So Reiki, what do you want to talk about with today? Do you have any facts? Because I want to know facts.
How many years did the dinosaurs die?
Oh, wait, that's 65 million years ago.
Yes.
There was this big asteroid that scientists
Yes.
in Mexico. So it went down.
It went down and then now exploded. Then it exploded, a giant explosion. But all of the dinosaurs died, and then now all of the dinosaurs didn't.
Do you know why the Earth gets hit so much? Because of the momentum. It gets, if it has so much momentum and can crush, it can destroy Earth's core and make extinction. Maybe that can happen if they have enough power. But luckily, it didn't get hit it, and it just take out the way. And then throughout time, the Earth has the water get filled up. Do you know why I'm very puzzled throughout this? How do humans occurred? Was it from God or from science? I don't know. Both of them are very different.
So today, you know about momentum? Momentum is actually speed times mass. So speed times mass. If it's 10, if it smashes 1 gram, then that object will move at 10 meters per second. So that's about momentum.
The asteroid that hit us, that make a sonic wave that move the ocean away. It's very, very far. That's why that explosion can destroy the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Then
So bad.
So dangerous. Die because when the asteroid smashed it, that means it made a large explosion, and then some of the fish came out of the water, and then it was a long time ago, but the fish died.
It's so
Yes.
bad that the dinosaurs died out. But then, did you know that without the dinosaurs, we will not survive? Because the dinosaurs, they could have eaten us. But it's still very unlikely that we would survive. And today we talked a lot for the offstage talk because I really like today's offstage talk. Today, would you like to do another offstage talk?
So it's about the asteroid.
So
The asteroid.
next offstage talk, we want to do one about asteroid.
No, it's about the DNA things.
Okay.
I meant you can't. I meant you can't have all of the DNA of an octopus. That will turn you into an octopus. You can't have how the length. If you want to have how the length, the medium, or the of the eyes, the body should not have that. Just only the powers it
I need to
control
find
have.
something about insects. So because you know mantis, because if it's asking a question like is rocket real? That means if the mantis do this, that means it's true. But if the mantis is does this, that means this, that means it's true because yes, and if it is this, that means it's
So
not
if
true.
it's left, then it's correct, and if it's right, then it's wrong. Yeah. So that's actually something really cool. Do you want to talk about in the next offstage talk? So today,
mantis can also because when I saw it in my book, yes, I just saw that mantis a little bit can camouflage, and then I don't know why they have like some mantis looks like butterflies.
and today, do you want to end this podcast? Because
Yes.
this podcast really was the best one ever, because I get to talk with one of my friends. So today, bye.
Bye.
We've done the podcast.
Bye.
See you later in the next episodes, maybe.
Thank you.